Hi guys, I recently had my virtual art exhibition. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Gail Francis, better known as Gafra. So I've taken the video of the entire launch and divided up into parts. So this is part one, where you see a touch of entertainment as well as an interview. And after that, you will get part two and maybe part three, where you'll see more entertainment, maybe a touch of, as well as the art, the virtual art exhibition. I hope you enjoy it, and send me your comments. Again, hi guys, welcome. Hi Carla, Arlene. Thanks for being here. And those of you who are also on Facebook and Instagram, thank you for being here. My name is Gail Francis, and I am an artist. My artist name is Gafra. And normally we all like art exhibitions. And some of us go to a lot of them. Some of us go to some. Some of us don't go at all. Some would like to go. So, normally for an art exhibition, you dress up, you reach the location, you go inside, you spot the paintings, you either head straight for the paintings to look at them, to browse, or you head straight to get a drink or food, because there's always some finger food, some wine, some sort of drink being passed around. So you look at the art, you take a drink, you relax, you may see a friend, you chit chat, or you may see a piece and you want to ask the artist something about it. So you go to the artist and you ask questions, or you may go to the coordinator and say, I want to buy this particular piece. And it's just and there's sometimes too, there's a bit of entertainment. So basically today, you're doing all of that, but virtually. You're doing it a little different. So if you're not sitting down somewhere comfortable, find somewhere comfortable to sit down, because you're going to spend an hour with me. Get something to drink. Like, I have my glass of wine. So get your glass of wine, get your snacks, get comfy, because like a normal exhibition, you are going to be chit-chatting a little bit. Speak to me through the chat on Zoom. You can speak to me, make comments through Facebook, all the little responses, all these different things. We can still have that little chat going on. Yeah. Hi, Carla again, Kathian, Shin, welcome. Hi, Kara. So we're going to do the same things, but virtually, right? But make sure you have your glass of wine, snacks, get comfortable, because we are going to start getting into my exhibition, right? So let's get started. So that gave you some time to go get your glass of wine, get your snacks, etc. So now I want to talk about, why did I do all of this? And let me tell you, this is a lot of work. Why did I do this? I planned to do an actual exhibition at the end of May. Then came COVID. So that squashed my plans. So I I started thinking, okay, what can I do to still show my art, but without bringing people together? Because I don't want anyone getting sick or, being, because we're supposed to be social distancing and everything. So I didn't want to cause anybody to get ill. My son too had planned to do a book launch. My son is Daniel Francis, and he wrote a book called The Millennial Mind. And he too planned to launch his book, but then again, COVID, because that was supposed to be in April, that didn't happen. But then I saw that he organized a virtual book launch, and it went very well. So I'm like, if he could do that, I could do that as well. So I started doing my research. I tend to do a lot of research, and I'm a graduate from YouTube. So I went onto YouTube to see how can I show my art virtually. Um, Basically, they have things like using PowerPoint presentation slides. That was too static. Then there was Google Slides, which was a lot better. Still works kind of like PowerPoint, but you can put a link into it. So I created an entire art exhibition with that, but it still wasn't flowing the way I wanted it to. And then I discovered a platform called ArtStep. And there is where it moved the way I wanted it to. It's easy to share all the pieces. It was really nice. So that is why I did all of this, to be able to share that with you, because you can use it in many ways. And it was my way of getting you to see my art. So I will be able to share the link. But don't forget, you can find me on Facebook, on my Facebook page, Gafra. You can find me on Instagram, Gafra Art. I'm on YouTube as well. Yes, I have a YouTube channel called Gafra Smart Art, where I do demos. So you can find me there as well. But this is one way to reach all of you in one go, so that you can see my virtual art exhibition. So we've come to the part now where, when you're in the art exhibition, there's a little bit of entertainment. Right? And I would like to introduce a good friend of mine. Her name is Ruth Osman Rose. Since migrating to Trinidad 15 years ago, Guyanese singer, songwriter, she's Guyanese. She's a singer, songwriter, flautist. Ruth Osman has made a name for herself on the local jazz circuit. She now performs alongside a group of talented musicians, and together these artists create a musical experience that has been called original, entrancing, and profound. She has a beautiful voice, and I wanted to share that with you, and I thank you for supporting me with this. So let's listen to it.
Hi everyone, Ruth Osman here. I am so happy to be a part of Gafra's virtual art exhibition, and I would like to congratulate Gail not just for honing her creative talents, but for expressing it and showcasing it. I'll be doing 2 pieces for you from my album Elemental. The first is Come With Me. I've been tripping on the line, wasting precious time. You know how it gets to you when you fall flat on your face. God, I wish I could erase some things I've said, things I've done. Then I see you walking by and I look into your eyes. Don't try, you can't hide the truth. I know you want it too. You want the same thing that I do. To be loved, to let love flow through you. We don't need fear where we're going. Hey, lay it down here. There's a river and it's flowing. Hey, lay it down here. We don't need to where we're going. Well, we got to lay it down here. Down here. There's a river and it's flowing through you. That up,
Thanks again, Ruth, for sharing that with us, and I hope everybody else enjoyed it. And now, you know, I'm an artist. All of you all know I'm an artist, and we're in COVID. So being an artist in this time, there are lots of artists in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's not easy. So I wanted to find out or get another artist's opinion as to how they're making out during this pandemic and what are their ideas. So I invited a young lady. Her name is Daniela Walcott. Daniela is the owner of Daniela Walcott Creation. She's an entrepreneur, artist, art mentor, motivational speaker, qualified set and costume designer. The sole objective of her art sessions is to provide tools to help those she teaches to discover and explore their life purpose and passion through art, design, and craft classes to support the development and enhancement of the individual or group well-being. So I'm just going to ask Daniela a few questions. Yeah, who thought? So let's see if we could get her in. There she is. Daniela?
Hi.
Oh, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so thank you so much for having me here today. All right, I hope that, okay, so I'm seeing myself now, finally.
Yeah. So a little introduction, but you could say a few more words about yourself if you want to,
Yes.
and then we'll get to my question.
Sure, of course. Thank you, Gail, for inviting me. I'm so grateful to be here, and of course to your brother who made the connection with me. So yes, I'm an artist, set designer, and I consider myself as well a motivational speaker. And my passion really is working with children and people to really help them tune into their true self and express themselves through the art form onto different mediums of art. I work with different mediums of art, acrylics, sometimes batik. I actually have a batik piece just behind me.
It's lovely.
Yeah, thank you. That's one of my creations that I worked on actually for when I studied art to Cape. But I consider myself mostly self-taught. I think that really tuning into my own voice and like just getting inspiration, I love to say, from the universe. I really love to channel that inspiration into my artwork. And also, so the sessions that I teach my children and my kids online, that's what I've been up to during COVID-19, has really been something special for me. And what I do is I teach them to also tune into their creative self and just really channel that into their work.
So, so is that how you're coping with this whole COVID situation? Because based on what you said before, I understand totally being a fairly self-taught artist. You know, it's inspirational. You learn so much about yourself. You know, the compositions and everything just flow out of you. But during this time, what are you doing? What do you think are the things that you will need to do or you will be doing to be able to cope as an artist in this pandemic?
Okay, so initially I would have had projects. So not only do I do art, I'm a set designer as well, and I would have had projects with different theatre companies around Trinidad. I had with Stephen Roach, he had his guitar performance at Queen's Hall, Cardiff for May, and also with the Trinidad and Tobago Opera Festival. I would have had the opportunity to channel that creativity into producing sets for their productions. But of course, COVID-19 happened, of course, and we're in this position where we had to stay at home. I had to stay at home. I couldn't do the jobs that I really intended to do over this time period. But luckily, I also had planned some workshops for children and adults. And what I decided to do is I decided to really tune into what the medium of social media and the medium of the internet to shift my focus to teaching online.
Okay.
So all I did was shift focus. I mean, of course, it was like a bit of a deterrent having to shift your focus to doing something online, because in-person interaction, especially for art, is, I think it goes more far than doing something over a camera. So I just shifted my focus to online. But of course, I missed out on those other productions that are more in person. You know, you could see the art in person, and that to me is more powerful than over the screen.
So what are your response? Are you getting a good response to this sort of
I've gotten a great response so far, yes. Actually, a lot of SEA students came to me. A teacher from an SEA class saw my ad that I put out on social media, and he said, "Oh my goodness, you're such a great artist." And my children, you know, especially during the SEA time, and they weren't sure as to when SEA would actually take place. So he reached out to me and said, "I would love for you to teach the kids that I'm working with and help them through this stressful time that they're experiencing because of the uncertainty of not having their exams. They weren't certain at the time when the exams would take off." So I have some SEA students, and I also have some other younger students. So I teach classes between the ages of 8 to 12. That's what I've been focusing on right now.
That's one. So, like, if someone wanted to get in touch with you, where can they find you?
So you can find me on my business page, Daniela Walker Creations, created in 2014. I started putting a lot of my artwork out there in about 2014. You can find me on that page on Facebook, and on Instagram. Recently joined. The page is still fresh, it still needs developing. And I also have a website, https/ it has like a few slashes, Daniela Walcott at carbonmade.com is another place that you can find me. And of course, I have my other personal pages. You can just reach out to me on Daniela. Just look me up at Daniela Walcott online.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this was just my quick question, and thank you for sharing your point and what you're doing.